The Kennedy Legacy: Stoic Love and Leadership in a Complex World. How John and Jackie Kennedy's love endured tragedy, duty, and the weight of a nation. Introduction. A love story in the spotlight. In the annals of American history, few couples have captivated the world like John F. Kennedy and Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis. Their story is one of duty, resilience, and tragedy, set against the backdrop of political ambition and global conflict. While their marriage faced intense public scrutiny and personal hardships, their relationship embodied Stoic principles, enduring adversity with grace, prioritizing duty over personal comfort, and maintaining an unshakable public presence despite private struggles. But what can we learn from the Kennedy legacy? How did Stoicism shape their love, their leadership, and ultimately, their lasting impact on American society? This is a story of a couple who navigated scandal, loss, and unimaginable pressure, yet remained icons of strength and composure. It is a Stoic love story, not in the sense of romantic perfection, but in the way they faced fate head-on, never wavering in their responsibilities. Chapter 1. A Love Founded on Ambition and Duty. John F. Kennedy, a charismatic war hero, met Jacqueline Bouvier, a brilliant and cultured journalist, in 1951. Their attraction was undeniable. John admired Jackie's intelligence and poise, while Jackie was drawn to JFK's charm, ambition, and sharp wit. However, theirs was never a fairy tale romance. From the beginning, their relationship was shaped by pragmatism and stoicism. JFK, a rising political star, knew a partnership with Jackie would bolster his public image. Jackie, deeply intellectual, saw in him a chance to shape history alongside a great leader. Their courtship, though passionate, was also practical. They understood that their union was as much about duty as it was about love. Their Stoic approach to love was clear from the start. They prioritized service over personal comfort. They embraced hardships without complaint. They focused on the bigger picture rather than individual struggles. Jackie later admitted that she knew JFK wasn't the perfect husband, but she also knew he was destined for greatness, and she was willing to stand by his side, no matter the cost. Chapter 2. Trials of a First Lady: Stoic Love in the White House. When John F. Kennedy was elected President of the United States in 1960, Jackie was thrust into a role that required immense resilience. As First Lady, she revolutionized the role, transforming the White House into a symbol of American culture and elegance. But behind the glamour, her life was anything but easy. JFK's affairs were widely known, yet Jackie never publicly reacted, a classic Stoic approach. She understood that their marriage was bigger than personal grievances. Instead of indulging in resentment, she maintained composure, knowing that her duty was to the country as much as to her husband. Her Stoic endurance manifested in several ways. She refused to let personal pain cloud her public duties. She focused on legacy rather than temporary emotional wounds. She chose grace over confrontation, understanding that power and responsibility require sacrifices. This was not passive suffering, but rather a conscious decision to rise above pain and remain unshaken. Jackie embodied Stoicism in a way few First Ladies had before. Chapter 3. The Weight of Tragedy: Stoicism in the Face of Loss. No test of Stoicism was greater than November 22, 1963, the day John F. Kennedy was assassinated in Dallas, Texas. Jackie, sitting beside her husband when he was shot, displayed unfathomable strength in the aftermath. Covered in blood, she refused to change her clothes, famously saying, "I want them to see what they have done to Jack." Her Stoic response was not about weakness. It was about bearing pain with dignity and ensuring the world understood the gravity of what had just happened. In the days following the assassination, Jackie orchestrated JFK's funeral with historical precision, ensuring it mirrored Abraham Lincoln's. She made decisions with clarity and purpose, despite her overwhelming grief. Her actions in those days embodied Marcus Aurelius' teachings. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Jackie had no control over her husband's fate, but she did control how the world remembered him. Chapter 4: Reinvention and Moving Forward, a Stoic Widow's Journey. After JFK's death, Jackie could have retreated into isolation, drowning in sorrow. Instead, she followed the Stoic principle of amor fati, accepting fate and moving forward with purpose. Her remarriage to Aristotle Onassis, a Greek billionaire, was not just about love, but about protecting her children and securing their future. The media criticized her, but Jackie remained unmoved by public opinion, living by Epictetus' wisdom. Don't explain your philosophy. Embody it. In her later years, she dedicated herself to historical preservation, journalism, and quiet philanthropy, proving that her identity was never just as JFK's wife, but as a strong, independent force of her own. Chapter 5: Lessons from the Kennedy Legacy, Love, Leadership, and Stoicism. What can we learn from John and Jackie Kennedy's Stoic love story? 1. Endurance in the face of adversity. Life is unpredictable, and hardships are inevitable. Jackie and JFK faced betrayal, loss, and public scrutiny, yet always remained composed. 2. Duty above personal desires. JFK and Jackie understood that their relationship was about more than themselves. They had a duty to history, to their family, and to the nation. 3. Grace in public and private struggles. Jackie's refusal to react emotionally in public was not weakness, but strength. She controlled her emotions rather than letting them control her. 4. Turning pain into purpose. Instead of becoming bitter or vengeful, Jackie ensured JFK's legacy endured, proving that Stoicism is about channeling grief into meaningful action. Conclusion: a love story beyond time. The Kennedy legacy is one of love, duty, and resilience. It was never a storybook romance, but rather a Stoic partnership, defined by acceptance, sacrifice, and strength in the face of destiny. John and Jackie Kennedy's love wasn't perfect, but it was enduring. And in the end, their story teaches us the true essence of Stoic love: to love without possession, to endure without complaint, to serve a purpose greater than oneself. That is why, decades later, their love story remains unforgettable.